past weekend, and will be in action this Thursday against East Carolina at Bright House Network Stadium in Orlando. The game will be a 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time start and will be televised on ESPN. Coach, thank you for joining us on the call today. If you would take a minute to just tell us how your opening week went as you prepare for the home stretch of 2 games here, beginning with Thursday's game against East Carolina, please.
First of all, thanks for having me on again. Again, it was a good week for us. Needed some time off to basically get healed up a little bit. You know, it's been a gruesome 10 weeks for us. 6 games on the road, back-to-back traveling and everything. So our guys took some time off the first couple of days of the week, and we've been back at it since Friday, you know, going at it, you know, making sure we're thorough in all 3 phases, coming up against a good ECU team that's both teams have played each other tough over the last 4 or 5 years since I've been here.
We'll take questions for Coach Barrett. Please star 1 on your telephone to join the queue, and the operator will introduce you.
And we'll go to Ronnie Woodward with the Greenville Daily Reflector.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
I'm fine. How you doing, Ronnie?
Good, good. You just touched on it a little bit, but with y'all's record, I mean, I'm sure you just want to win and beat anybody, but ECU and UCF have a nice little history, you know, last year's game and dating back longer than that. Is there motivation that, you know, getting your first win against ECU would be kind of extra special or, you know, kind of make this rivalry even better a little bit?
Well, again, I think you alluded to it when you started out, you know, getting a win against anybody, you know, obviously is what our goal is. It just so happens that our next opponent is ECU, and that's what our sole motivation is to win the football game. You know, we're back at home, you know, for our final 2 games. This is the first one on a Thursday night for us here against a good football team with a national audience. So our guys will be ready to play, but this game, like you said, since I've been here 2011, has been going back and forth. Great football game, always to the very end. I think in 2012, we ended up making some plays on our special teams that kind of gave us some momentum here at home. And then last year, obviously, you know, we got off to a good start early, but they fought their way back with some great offensive talent that they had last year, and it came down to the last play of the game for us to pull out that victory. So, again, there's some history between the 2 teams. I'm sure that that'll be motivation for those guys as well from last year. But, again, our sole motivation is to come out and play hard for 60 minutes and win a football game.
I got to ask about last year. I mean, what just to kind of get people's perspective and different takes on it, what was your vantage point on the Hail Mary, and maybe just take me through that play and what you were thinking and how it played out from your view?
Well, from my perspective, being on the sideline there and dealing primarily with the quarterbacks at that time, we saw we would have an opportunity to get the ball back, just to know how much time we'd have left. So we had enough for 2 plays. Obviously, we got it out of bounds. The first play with enough time, you know, the last play to at least try to reach the end zone. Holman's arm is strong enough where he can get the ball up with some air. And, you know, we're very fortunate, very blessed that Perriman was on the other end of that catch. You know, it's something that you never envisioned, you know, being a part of, but you practice it each and every week just in case, and that's something that we've done here since I've been there every week, and you never know when you're going to need it. It just worked itself out for us last year.
Is that the kind of play, this is my last one, but is that the kind of play that you'll just kind of always remember, you know, throughout your coaching career? I mean, just winning a game in that fashion, is that something that really sticks with a coach?
It does. I've been a part of 2 of those at the end of games. Once when I was at the University of Buffalo, we ended up the same way against a good Temple team that just came back into the conference, the MAC conference at that time, back in 2008. And then last year, it sticks with you. You know, it's again, it's one of those things that, you know, you're always happy to be on the winning side of as opposed to the other side of. I tell you that. That's when you have the memories.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
And do you have other questions for Coach Barrett, please? Star 1 on your telephone if so. Coach, thank you for your time this week. We look forward to hearing from you again next Monday.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Okay. Again, Coach Danny Barrett from UCF. And the Knights take on East Carolina Thursday at Bright House Network Stadium. It will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time start, on ESPN.